I think there is a strong argument Stanford has the toughest non-conference schedule in the entire country, and it all starts in week number 1 against Northwestern on Saturday. Mike Yam and Yogi Roth with you. This is not going to be easy sledding here. We saw Northwestern playing in a conference championship game a season ago, and yet I look at some of the losses in terms of personnel for Stanford. Like, this could be a really difficult battle for them.
Yeah, well, this is exactly kind of what you sign up for when you want to play in the Pac-12. You need 9 conference games and also a tough non-conference schedule. So Stanford embraces it. Now, thankfully, they also embrace the quarter system, meaning their student athletes are not in school yet, sure, Mike. So they get to continue to watch a little extra film, get their bodies right, and they got a chip on their shoulder. We were both at practice about a week ago, and it's going to be fun to watch this team play. Offensively, for sure. They lose Bryce Love. They've had a Heisman guy at the last couple of years at that position. Who will it be now? Is it Cam Scarlett? Is it some of the other running backs in that stable? Regardless, they got KJ Costello at quarterback. They've got weapons like Michael Wilson at wide receiver. They've got one of the top offensive linemen in Walker Little in the country at left tackle. So they'll be just fine, but there is not a lot of room for mistakes in the opener.
All right, state of their defense right now. You took me through some of those offensive guys.
Yeah, I like it. You know, we talk about their defensive front. You know, they played some young guys in the past. Jovan Swan, Thomas Booker. They played as youngsters on this defensive front. They're a year older and they're a year more physically mature. We know what that strength program is all about. I love the linebacking core. The secondary is awesome, led by Paulson Adebo. But overall, the biggest thing this team did is they took ownership of themselves. Remember, they didn't have a strength coach for the majority of the offseason, so it was an interim label. So KJ Costello and company, they took the thing over. And I think this team, they named their captains earlier than they normally do. They have some ownership around this team differently than they normally have. So I think this is a team that's going to play with a chip on their shoulder and play extremely physical. And I like the defensive side going up against a team that hasn't named a quarterback yet.
All right, Saturday night, as soon as the game is done, or I should say at the end of the night, a former Stanford player will actually be on set with me and Evan Moore. The two of us have you covered on Pac-12 Final Score, Pac-12 Network, and on the Pac-12 Now app.